thought I had found my perfect happily ever after when I married my loving husband, Alex. We had a beautiful wedding, a lovely home, and a bright future ahead of us. But little did I know my happiness was short-lived. Alex's mother, Victoria, had always been a bit controlling and manipulative. She would constantly call Alex, questioning him about our relationship, our finances, and even what we were having for dinner. At first, I tried to brush it off, thinking that she was just a concerned mother. But as time went on, Victoria's behavior became more and more toxic. She would criticize me constantly, making snide comments about my cooking, my cleaning, and even my appearance. She would belittle me in front of Alex, making me feel small and insignificant. I tried to talk to Alex about it, but he just wouldn't listen. He would always make excuses for his mother's behavior, saying that she was just stressed or that she didn't mean to hurt my feelings. But I knew the truth. Victoria was a wicked woman who reveled in making my life miserable. She was jealous of the love that Alex and I shared, and she would stop at nothing to destroy it. One day, Victoria went too far. She showed up at our house unannounced, demanding to know why I wasn't pregnant yet. She accused me of being selfish and not wanting to give Alex children. That was the final straw. I had had enough of Victoria's abuse and manipulation. I stood up to her, telling her that she had no right to interfere in our lives. I told her that we would have children when we were ready, and not a moment sooner. Victoria was furious. She stormed out of our house, vowing to never speak to me again. But I didn't care. I was finally free from her toxic grasp. Alex was shocked by his mother's behavior, and for the first time, he saw her for who she truly was. He apologized for not standing up for me sooner, and we began to rebuild our relationship. It wasn't easy, but we eventually healed from the wounds that Victoria had inflicted. We learned to set boundaries and prioritize our own happiness. And in the end, we emerged stronger and more in love than ever. As time went on, Alex and I continued to build a happy life together. We traveled, spent time with friends, and started a family of our own. But despite our best efforts, Victoria's presence still lingered in our lives. She would occasionally send us angry letters or make snide comments on social media. But we tried to ignore her, focusing instead on our own happiness. One day, Alex's father passed away, leaving Victoria alone and heartbroken. Alex felt a pang of guilt and obligation, and he began to visit his mother more often. At first, I was worried that Victoria's toxic behavior would resurface. But to my surprise, she seemed to have mellowed out with age. She was still prickly and opinionated, but she seemed to have lost some of her venom. As Alex continued to visit his mother, I began to see a different side of Victoria. I decided to take the high road, and I started to make an effort to connect with Victoria. I visited her with Alex, and we started to talk about our shared interests and experiences. It wasn't easy, and there were still moments of tension and conflict. But slowly, over time, I started to see Victoria in a new light. I realized that she was a human being, worthy of love and compassion. And as I looked at Alex, I knew that I had made the right decision. Our relationship was stronger than ever, and we had finally found a sense of peace and closure.